Hello guys, the Firebird is here. It's just me. My brother couldn't be here today because he was arrested by barricade because he was jaywalking down the street. At least that's today's excuse. Anyways, today I'm gonna be talking spoilers for the Bumblebee movie. And you already saw the title. I'm gonna be talking about the characters that died and some characters that didn't make it into the movie but were supposed to. So technically they're not dead, but I'm just gonna add them to make the video a little longer because not a lot of people die in the movie, which was surprising. But spoilers, if you don't care then you can just stay, but if you haven't watched the movie, leave the video and then come back. I'm not gonna spoil the movie too much, I'm just gonna spoil who dies and how they die. So you've been warned. Okay, so I guess we should go from Autobots to Decepticons. So first we're gonna start with the Autobots, and the first major death that did happen for the Autobot team was Cliffjumper. Yes, Cliffjumper ended up dying, and pretty early on. A lot of people have been drawing the comparisons between this Cliffjumper and the Transformers Prime Cliffjumper, and I will say the comparisons and the similarities are definitely there. He was killed by Shatter after, her and Dropkick were interrogating him about where Optimus Prime was hiding, and Cliffjumper, like a true soldier, didn't tell them anything, and that kinda cost him his life. So RIP Cliffjumper, you went down like a true soldier. Our next casualty on the list would be Bumblebee. Yes, Bumblebee died in the movie, but he was brought back by Charlie. Basically, you know how when someone's in the verge of death and the doctors use their whole electricity thing to bring them back to life, to like restart the nerves or whatever. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how it works, but Charlie basically did something similar with that. She basically used the lightning from the Sector 7 weapons to bring Bumblebee back to life. Now that I think about it, the song that Haley Steinfeld sings at the end of the movie does fit the movie shockingly well, and it kinda spoils the movie. Wow, I just had that realization. But yes, Bumblebee died and was revived, so I'm still gonna count him here. Another Autobot death that, well, it wasn't as important was the Autotrooper. And in case you guys don't know who I'm talking about, in the scene on Cybertron after Brawn gets shot, we see that the Autobots are surrounded by Seekers, and one unlucky Autotrooper got shot as soon as Optimus was arriving on the battlefield. He got shot, and the smoke created that cool, action scene for Optimus Prime to jump in and do a reference for the G1 movie. It was still pretty cool. So, while the Autotrooper was no one important in particular, I thought he was worth mentioning here because, I don't know, reasons. And then we have, of course, the other unnamed Autobot troopers, which ended up getting slaughtered by the Decepticons pretty early on in the movie. So now we move on to the Decepticons, and like in every Transformers movie, the Decepticons always have more casualties than the Autobots. So let's begin. So the first major casualty will be Blitzwing. Blitzwing ended up dying just like predicted. After he dropped Bumblebee down the mountain, he started gloating, and then Bumblebee took the chance to kill Blitzwing. A lot of you guys were saying that Blitzwing might get away or that he wasn't gonna die, and you were wrong. I was right. I called that and people called me crazy, and now here we are. Blitzwing is dead. He never triple changed in the movie, which was really disappointing. You might as well refer to this character as just some random Seeker, not, the real Blitzwing, because he never triple changed. Another Decepticon death will be Dropkick, and the way Dropkick died was a bit brutal. I mean, Bumblebee grabbed some chains that were just around the battlefield. He threw it at Dropkick while he was in his vehicle mode, and as soon as Dropkick transformed, the chains got stuck in him, and he was basically all tied up, and he said, "You think this little chains can hold?" And before he finished his sentence, Bumblebee pulled the chain, and he basically ripped Dropkick apart piece by piece, which honestly, now that I think about it, it was pretty brutal. A pretty brutal death for Dropkick, but a fitting one nonetheless. Now, the next death will be Shatter. I was upset to see Shatter go because I thought she was a really cool character. I really like her whole tactical mind and her relationship with Dropkick. And also, she's a damn good fighter. Like, Shatter could have easily killed Bumblebee if, Bumblebee would have cheated and just decided to get them both killed. In my opinion, Shatter won that fight. But yeah, she was hit by a giant boat as soon as Bumblebee destroyed the dam that was in the bay or something. I don't know. So yeah, she at least went out in a pretty memorable way, having a whole cruiser dropped on her, which damn. And yes, before anyone asks, she's in fact dead. She blew up as soon as she hit the docks or whatever they're called. I don't care. Honestly, I'm not too surprised because we all saw that coming. We all knew they were gonna die. Another Decepticon death will be Skywarp. Skywarp got decapitated by Bumblebee, but I think that was just a seeker, because there were plenty of, you know, green coneheads around and purple looking Starscreams. So that's why I'm saying that I'm not entirely sure if the seekers we saw on Cybertron count as individual characters or if they count as generic Decepticons. So I'm just gonna say generic Decepticons for this part of the video. That was our casualty, generic seekers on Cybertron. So that's all the Autobot and Decepticon deaths, but I'm gonna include characters that didn't make it into the movie. Now, the obvious one is Megatron, and Megatron was not added into the movie because, well, Travis Knight wanted to keep the continuity from the first movie, even though by this point the continuity is pretty much shattered. So Travis Knight missed a great opportunity to show us Megatron on Cybertron, so yeah. I'm gonna make a video talking more in depth about that, but Megatron was absent from the movie. Another character that was absent from the movie was Barricade. And Barricade was confirmed a while ago by his voice actor, and you know, even Hasbro capitalized on the occasion by making plenty of Barricade toys. We were pretty much sure that Barricade was gonna have at least a cameo role in the movie, like be on the background. But he wasn't. Now, my guess here is that Barricade was cut either pretty early on in the movie or halfway through the, you know, production. Because we got informed that he was gonna be in the movie pretty early on, and that leads me to believe that he was cut somewhere around that time frame of the movie. Which was kinda sad, but at the same time, I get why they had to cut him for, you know, for pacing issues. Because if you watch the movie, the middle act was a little slow. You couldn't just throw Barricade in there and have him organically go missing again. I guess you could say Barricade again by not being in the movie. Yes, even on the reboot, he's still doing it, guys. He's still doing it. But anyways, guys, those are all the Autobot and Decepticon deaths, as well as a couple of characters who were not in the movie. I'm going to probably do a more in-depth video talking about what happened to Barricade and Megatron, because I think their whole situation is very interesting. Now, in the Bumblebee movie, there were probably a few more Autobot and Decepticons who were killed on the background. So if I missed any, feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to tell me what your favorite death was and what you thought was the worst death of them all. In my opinion, the way, I would say the most disappointing death would be Cliffjumper. I commend Cliffjumper for, you know, being a true soldier and not telling them anything. I feel like he was killed a little too early on. But if in a future movie they do go the whole, you know, Dark Energon route and decide to revive him as a zombie like in Transformers Prime, I don't mind. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys.